Guys, just look at this. I have so much glue in my hand right now. Look at these little babies. I don't know what to do with them. They're the cutest things ever. I have never seen a baby so cute. Look at that. I've been using these for the last couple of days. Look at that. Little boy, another little boy, or girl, I guess. Look at that, guys. I'm in love with it. So this is part of the new Spellbinders collection called Little Smiles, and I have 2 die sets here that I want to show you. One creates this little beautiful scenery here with the little, that's where you use the little baby. Here's another one. And I'm going today to show you how to make the easel card with that. So it's something like that, okay? But look at the scenery. Look how beautiful this is. The other one is this, creates this. And this thing moves here. So it has a mechanism that makes it move. I am absolutely hooked on these. So this is the one we're making today, okay? I'm going to show you how to make the easel card. But let me first show you the 2 die sets. So this is, the first one is called Bundle of Joy with the little baby. And you have the clothing here, you have the clouds. So the little thing where he's hanging, being held. And look at that. Great die set, one of those you're going to use forever. And the second one is called Swinging Among the Stars. So that's the one that has the hippo and it has the elephant. So we're going to make one using this, but I do want to show you the other 2. And I'm going to show you not just how to make the card and how to put this scenery together, but also how to create an easel card with it using shaped dies, okay? Because usually we do it with a rectangle or a square, but I want to encourage you and invite you to use all the dies that you have. So anything with a shape will make a beautiful, and it's the same technique on how to make it. Lays flat, you can mail it, but the person will use it as decoration, like that. So that's one. It's one that I made. Second one, and I want to show you different ways of holding this together. See, I use little pearls here and just some animal dots to decorate. And that's another one that stays like that. And that's what I'm teaching you, how to put this together, okay? So how beautiful is that? I will have a link to these 2 die sets, okay? But I encourage you to look at the full collection. Look at that. So the baby, oh, I love it. So yeah. Last one, that's the one we're putting together. So without further ado, let me teach you how to make the easel card and how to use these beautiful dies. So before we put the scene together, I'm going to distress my paper a little bit to see if it makes a difference in terms of depth, because I do love just the basic blue, but I want to see if I add some depth to it. So you don't need to see me doing this. I'm using faded jeans, and I'm just going to go around and kind of distress a little bit. So I'm going to just do that, and then I'll come back to you, and you see the difference. I'm going to zoom in so you see a little bit of it, but you don't need to see the whole thing, because it does take time, and I don't want this video to be too long. So I will do that and I'll be back. I am done with that, and I think it's good. See, it adds some shading. I'm just going to leave this a little bit lighter, which is exactly what I wanted. And now we can put this together. So we have everything we need here, but I want to teach you how to use this as a moving element. You don't have to, you can just glue it on your paper and it will be a static thing. Like, well, I haven't done any that doesn't move, but you can do that. You can just use it like this, and then you're going to glue the sun right over here. But if you want to do that, what you need is just little circles that are smaller than this one here, because they're going to go and they have to have space to move. So you can also just cut using this die and just go with your scissors if you don't have anything smaller than that. Just cut around with your scissors and use at least 4 layers of paper, because you want it to be thick enough so that it gives it height to move, okay? So what I used, actually, you can use 2 things. I have one of these. This is a 1/4, and it cuts these circles here. Very easy to do, very easy to use. You probably have one at home. So you use that to make holes. It's a hole punch. But then you have the little circles, and you can either use that and you glue like 4 or 5, because it does need to be high. Or in this case, what I'm going to try is, I have a few glue dots, but these are foam glue dots. Those can be used as well, because, let me show you close, they are smaller. If I get them out, let me get one out. You can see that it is it's kind of the same size, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to just cut the corners just to make sure that it will fit. So these are the 2 options. You can use foam or you can use layers of paper. I would say about this thick here, because it does need some space to move around. So I'm going to cut this and I'll be back. So here's my little thing. I've already cut it, and I have positioned it more or less where I want it. I know that the sun will go right here, so that's a good place for it. I'm just going to center it a little more just to know where I'm supposed to put this. And I'm going to add, even though it does have glue on both sides, I'm going to add some glue, because I always think it doesn't hurt. So very much here. And then I'm just going to press it. And I can actually remove this. And because I want to glue this first. So I'm going to, let me zoom in so it's easier for you to see, because we're going to have some fun now. It's the best part of this is when you actually decorate it. So I'm going to just put this here. Press it down. So that's ready to go. I already added the stars. How cute is this, guys? Look at that little elephant. Okay, so this is glued in place. And before we do the center, we need to add, I'm going to play some music and go a little faster so it doesn't take too long, but you're going to see me decorate it. So I think this is enough stars and clouds. I am going to now position my little guy here. And I'm going to take this off. Add more glue, just to make sure it's not going anywhere. Guys, what is your unfavorite, like the least favorite thing in your craft room? For me, you may find this very strange, but for me, it's the glue. I can't stand glue, guys. I know this sounds very strange, but glue really bothers me. Which is kind of bad, isn't it? For a paper crafter. But I'm like, get out of my way. So do you have anything that stresses you out like that? Because it just gets everywhere. And don't get me started on glitter. Because not happening, not in my craft room. I like glitter paper, but I hardly ever. It's very rare that I use glitter. So yeah, so this should be done by now. See, so now that I pressed it, it should be glued. And now we have our moving element here, see? So it moves. And we're going to finish now, and I'm going to show you how to do, the mechanics of your easel card. So basically you need three sheets of paper. This is going to be the middle one, which is the mechanism itself. This piece of paper here in the middle. So one is the base, one is the middle, where you have this folding thing, and then of course the front of the card, okay? That's gonna be the middle. With the front of the card is ready, and look at that, guys. I just don't know what to do with these. I just want to play with it all day. So anyway, that's the front. This is going to be where it stands like that. So I added a border just to add one more element of decoration, okay? So let's do the middle part, which is what you need to do. And again, guys, you can use any different shapes. I'm using the arch, but you can use many different shapes for this. So basically what we do is we're going to score here at 1 inch, turn around, and this one is 2 inches, okay? So that is that. We're going to fold it on the 2 inch here. So one is folded like this. That's where the card is going to stay, right here. It's going to glue. The front of the card is going to be glued right here. So this part here goes the other way. So this is pointing this way. This one has to go that way. So you're basically going to just fold it, and that's what you have. Very easy. Now, all we need to do is glue the front. That's how we're going to glue it, like this. So we're going to put some glue here. Especially on the edges here. You don't want it to be, but we're going to put it everywhere. And the way I do this, guys, is to just open it up and make sure that it's all aligned like this, okay? You want this to be centered as if you were gluing the whole thing. So once you know that it's perfectly centered like that, then you can just fold it and use your bone folder to just press it down, okay? There's crisis in my craft room, guys. I forgot, I lost my favorite bone folder, and you guys know how attached I am to that bone folder. So there you go, we have the front, and now we're going to do the same thing with the back. So basically, this is going to glue here, but we're only going to glue like we did here at the bottom. We're only going to glue this little part. But again, we're going to glue it, making sure it's all aligned and not moved like this, okay? So again, we're going to put glue. I'm going to turn to the side because it's easier for you to see. So we're going to put glue here, okay? Wow, my house just moved. So we're going to, again, make sure it's aligned. See if everything is fine, and then you're going to press it and make sure that this is all okay. But always make sure that everything is aligned, because I've made that mistake. I just put glue and when I looked, it was crooked. So you always do this first, okay? So that's it. We have our card. The last thing you need to do is, I'm going to zoom in because I think it will be easier for you. You have to make sure that it stops. If I leave it like this, it's not going to stop. This paper is not good enough. It may hold for a while, but it's not good enough. So in this case, I just have added some foam to a sentiment that I had, and I'm going to glue that to make sure that that's what stops. So I'm going to put it right here. Yeah, it's aligned. So I'm going to press it down, and now it's holding it in place. See, you have to make sure that it's high enough, but you can use many different things. On this one, I use the same thing, a sentiment that holds it. On this one, another sentiment, but this is different. On this one, I just used a line of pearls, and that was high enough to hold it in place. See? But you can use whatever you want. So there you are, guys. You have your beautiful easel card that stays flat. You can put it on an envelope, a regular envelope, because this is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. And it's a beautiful card. You have space here to write your note, but the person can just put it even to decorate the baby room. So this is one. Tell me which one is your favorite, okay? Let me know. So that's one. See, but you see the difference, guys. Let me show you that I added the shading. See how different it is. So do whatever you like, but it's the same paper. I just added the shading. So it does make a difference. So here are my 4 cards. Do let me know which one is your favorite. And guys, buy the dies. These are amazing. You're going to be using it for a long time. I'm going to be using these for all my baby cards and my kids' cards because they are amazing, absolutely amazing. And I'll have the link below, okay? If you use my link, I get a small percentage, as you know. Full disclosure always, it's always in my description, and it adds nothing to the price. So it's good for you and it's good for me. So thank you so much, guys, and let me know which one is your favorite. I have a favorite, let me tell you. I think this one is my favorite. Thank you so much, and you have a great day.